Hey everyone, Brian Hutchison, Global Career Guy here, back from 2 weeks of vacation in Scotland. It is a Monday. I am sitting in the home office, and laid out before me is a whole bunch of things that have been piling up for the past 2 weeks. Before I jump into what the topic I'd like to talk about today, just a quick message about Global Career Guy. As you know, I've been on social media space for about 2 months now. Cataloging the different types of work that I do as a globally focused career development professional, and also doing some personal blogs of my thoughts as I navigate sort of this gig space that I've been operating in. The benefits of this for me, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm really trying to spark the global conversation about career development so that we can more closely pull people together. And I'm getting what I think are some exciting results. LinkedIn has been my hot space. Apparently, I'm approaching 20,000 views of these videos. Have been reached out to probably dozens of people now. In fact, at 2 o'clock today, I'm having a Skype or a telephone call, I'm not sure which yet, with someone who has some questions about global career development in their own career development. Again, I'm doing that for no charge. I'm just trying to fulfill my passion and the role I see myself as an academic and a leader in the career space, and as someone who has the opportunity to have this global perspective. Switching gears a little bit, looking at today. It can be intimidating to come back after 2 weeks away when you are gigging, if you will, so many different projects. And I was meeting with a craftsman yesterday. His name was Smitty, and I'm actually going to try to reach out and get him to do one of these vlogs with us. But Smitty is an antique restorer, and he specializes in chairs. And so he is truly a craftsman, honestly, in the 17 and 1800 sense. And so I'm sitting with Smitty in his space where he refurbishes old chairs, and I realized something. I have been following the traditional playbook and keeping lists and Franklin Day planners and other types of planners for most of my 30-year career, and it has always driven me nuts, to be honest with you. I am not a list guy, and I would like to embrace that today and to talk with you about that. So again, the playbook is that you have lists. There are different sorts of tools to organize your list, and what I find is that lists take the steam out of me instead of stoke the fire within me. Many days, my work becomes about crossing the low-hanging fruit off the list so that I convince myself that I've been productive. And the reality is in reflection, that has never ever worked with me. And so to be true to myself and to live a more happy and passionate life at work, I've come up with an alternative to the drudgery that I find in keeping lists. And so a review of what I'm going to be doing this week. Let me go mobile here with you for a second. I find that I've talked about the buckets, the gig buckets before. I find that, like much of the research about the tactile nature of learning and experiencing and working, how having a real book is better than a tablet book, how experiential hands-on activities energizes us and connects with us more than sort of removed lecture, reading type activities. I have found that making piles with Post-its is better for me than lists. And so I'm going to give you a quick picture. This is my office in the background. As you can see here, this is actually from the Design School of London. I got it for $10. It is an old designer's drafts desk. In fact, there are still ink spills in this hidden drawer in here where the designers used to hold their ink. You can maybe see it in the back or maybe not because of the shadows. But this is where I keep 3 of my piles. I have my book writing pile here. And so these are 2 books that I'm currently signing contracts with. One of the contracts actually got lost in the mail, which is stressing me out just a little bit. This is my resource for upcoming keynotes and workshop list. This is actually career information from my friends from the Qatar Foundation that I've been working with. And then this is my journal and some other prep work that I'm doing. If we were to look at my desk, we can see that I try to organize these by the different types of gigs that I'm doing. And so I have my primary gig, which starts off this week. I'll be in the office at New Jersey City University for 2 days. And so over here I have my pile of meeting prep for the meetings that I have on campus. I showed you my book bucket. My education bucket, which is going to be doing, promoting today my current class on CEU1stop.com, which is Career Work is Justice Work. And then I have some materials, ideas type materials laid out for my upcoming class that I'm working on, Surfing the Gig Economy. I showed you some of the work that I'm doing to prepare for future keynotes and workshops. I have a pile here of stuff about some consultation follow-up that I need to do. Over here, I have 2 journal articles that I'm working on, 2 research articles. One is a history article on a feminist career history of the first 60 years of career counseling and vocational psychology. And then the other one is a dissertation with my colleague, the newly minted Dr. Catherine Lee. And then finally, the pile over there is the paperwork pile, which I absolutely must get to some today. The point of this conversation, other than to do a vlog today, to reconnect, to let you know that I'm back in the workspace, is this idea, I think, of being true to yourself. And I come from a blue-collar family. My one grandfather, who passed when I was 9, one of my only salient memories of him is laying a stone for a wall because he was a stonemason. And the other, who passed when I was 11, he was a carpenter. And it was working on a kitchen with him. And so I'm really resonating with this idea of some part of my true passionate being, laying out my work, even though I'm an academic and a consultant and whatever it is that I'm doing in these multiple gigs. I want to feel like a craftsman. I want to feel like a tradesperson, and having the tangible laying out of my materials has really been working for me in this new space that I've been in for 2 months. And so it's good to be back. Let's keep the conversation going. Hopefully I'm going to keep hearing from people online to connect and have more conversations one-on-one as well. For now, signing off, Brian Hutchison. See you next time.